Hello, 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 and welcome to Ballads of Shorevania. We are a brand new group. This is our first time coming together and actually performing. You're seeing a very experimental music and storytelling experience. We'd like to thank the Ann Arbor District Library for hosting us tonight. Give it up for the Ann Arbor District Library. All right, so as you know, we have a couple interactive points within this show. We're going to need you to be strong and loud. But before we start with our first one of those, let's introduce our characters and see who is here. So, starting from my left all the way over here, we have Xandor the Barbarian. Give it up for Xandor.
Rage.
Next to him, in all her glory, the elven sorceress, Marithiel.
Greetings all.
Next to me, on my right, we have the mysterious rogue, Esmery.
I will take back what's mine.
Last but not least, we have the wise monk. Give it up for Zephyr.
Mindfulness is key.
And I shall be your dungeon master today, helping bridge between story and character. The first thing, dear audience, we must do is decide, do we begin our tale with the monk or with the elven sorceress? So, I'm going to count to 3, and then you're going to make some noise if you want us to start with the monk, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now, please make some noise if you'd like to start with our elven sorceress. It was very close, but not at all. I'm sorry, your time will come, my friend. So be it. The sorceress will fill the space, her magic vast, her will unkind, a power drawn from threads unlined. So, join us in the quiet night and find your place. Campfire flames and icy stars will help us find the way through the night. To lands untold, to forgotten past, whose spirit will show us the light. Hidden tales and shores unknown, all secrets we have to reveal. In starlight deep, our journey shown, with each turn of a fortune's wheel. Where dice are thrown by ruler's hand and stranger finds his place in solace. There's a knight whose trials never bend. Two lovers try to keep their promise. Where the sorcerer's statue waits in stone and the island holds quiet voices humming. Fallen ruins also set the tone. Feel the air, 'cause adventures are coming. We're going to sing a song for you. It's called Shores Unknown. Campfire flames and icy stars will help us find the way through the night. To lands untold, to forgotten past, whose spirits will show us the light.
Hidden tales and shores unknown, all secrets we have.
fortress that awaits in stone, and the island holds quiet voices humming.
Fallen ruins also set the tone. Feel the air, 'cause adventures are coming. The door hisses shut behind you, sealing you inside. The space hums with quiet energy, panels of metal and light moving like clockwork. Outside the single window, the world drifts by as if this entire place is in motion. It feels artificial. Across the room, a figure stands at a console, fingers gliding over glowing sigils. He doesn't turn, but you know he's aware of you. You recognize him. You've crossed paths before. Etherion, the land of your elven kin, calls him a heretic. Eclipthar, the land of his people, of technology, calls him a visionary. You call him a problem. What do?
I step forward, but just enough to make my presence known. You summoned me, Estrathar. I assume you have something worth my time.
And here I thought I was the impatient one. The world is breaking, Merithiel. Etherion watches the stars while the ground crumbles where we stand. Eclipthar builds machines to control what cannot be controlled. I refuse to waste my final days pretending we have time left. He steps aside, revealing a small metallic sphere on a pedestal. Intricate, humming with faint energy. There's something unsettling about it, but it's undeniably powerful. I built a powerful device, Merithiel. You can think of it as a heart, but it does not yet beat, not without you.
I approach to get a closer look. And you think I'll just finish whatever this heresy is for you? Etherion would exile me for even standing here.
Since when did you only care what Etherion thinks?
I pause. I realize I may be more afraid than I've admitted to myself.
The floor beneath you vibrates slightly, the walls shifting as if adjusting to your presence. You glance at the intricate mechanics running through the structure, familiar yet modified. This place isn't just a room, it's something else.
What is this place?
Your people of Etherion makes its magic scholars sit still. My people, Eclipthar, binds its people in steel. I designed this place to move, to survive.
A house on wandering legs.
This room, this laboratory, will take you where you need to go, either way, and help those who need to find this place do so. Take this heart, but never touch it with your bare skin unless you want it to be activated.
I take a scarf and lift the sphere-shaped item Estrathar calls the heart.
It's lighter than it looks, warm to the touch, even through the fabric, like something alive. The door hisses open behind you.
What does it do when it's activated? And why do you need me?
It does what we all need the most.
Support life, but at a cost.
I need you to help get around the cost. Take this notebook. All I have so far is here.
I take the notebook and start to leave. You're still a fool, Estrathar.
And you still came to see me.
With the heart in your grasp, you step beyond the threshold. The last thing you hear is the quiet hum of shifting walls as the door seals shut behind you. As the salty breeze sweeps in from the ocean, Xandor, the barbarian, strides onto the cobblestone streets of Seabreeze. His polished leather boots clack confidently, a sharp contrast to the weathered and tired faces around him. The once thriving port town struggles now. Fishing nets hang limply, and the air is filled with murmurs of hardship. You continue toward the heart of Seabreeze, the distant sound of shanties guiding your steps.
The Whale's Tail Tavern is a beacon of light in the dim, misty town. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of ale and salted fish. Mingled with the hum of sea shanties and laughter, a sailor loudly recounts a tale of near death at sea, while another challenges the crowd to a round of cards.
I stride up to the door, giving my boots a quick polish on the mat. First impression matters, even in a place like this. Time to see to these rumors.
The tavern falls quiet as Xandor enters. Heads turn in curiosity. Your polished leather boots, tailored vest, and glinting warhammer are a stark contrast to the rough and tumble crowd of sailors and dockhands. A few chuckle. One raises his tankard in a mock toast.
I nod to the crowd, flashing a grin. Don't stop on my account, carry on. I'm just here for the ambience. Then I head straight to the bar.
The bartender, a stout man with a balding head and arms as thick as the kegs behind him, nods a hello as he wipes down a glass.
A pint of your best, friend. And maybe a side of rumors to wash it down. What's the word around here?
The best, huh? You're in Seabreeze. Everything's a gamble, even the beer. He pours a pint, sliding it towards you. As for rumors, that depends on what you're paying with, coin or charm.
Little bit both. I slide the gold piece on the table with a wink.
Fair enough, fancy boots. The talk is about strange things happening in the woods. The kind of things you don't chase unless you've got more courage than sense or a death wish.
Strange how? Ghost stories, angry wildlife, or something worse?
Worse, sailors talk about a hut with legs that moves through the forest, and the ones who go looking for it, they don't come back. He glances toward a group of sailors at the far table. Those lads there, they've been singing about it all night. You glance towards the sailors, who burst into a boisterous sea shanty. Their voices rise above the tavern noise, weaving a tale of mystery. In the town of Seabreeze, where the waves do roar, there's a tale that's known from shore to shore. A hut on legs in the forest black, where the witch will guide if you don't turn back.
Fire sings an ancient song. Winds do howl and trees bend long. Deep in the woods, spirit hides by the ruins where the elves abide.
To the north where the water's calm and still, but beware for what you see may lie. Amid the reeds our path will thrill, not all is new beneath the sky. Beyond the trees a hut awaits, oh wonderful you may not know. The relationship makes with the fates, to the winds and choice to blow.
Isle sings an ancient song. Winds do howl and trees bend long. Deep in the woods, where the spirit hides by the ruins where the elves abide.
On the stone, the lady cries. Her heart is cold, bound by regrets. It waits the one with the demon's ties to face the fate that firmly says.
Sometimes it's yours, sometimes a no, a guiding hand you cannot see. Oh, the isle sings an ancient song. The isle sings an ancient song. Winds do howl and trees bend long. Winds do howl and trees deep in the woods, a spirit hides by the ruins where the elves abide.
You've got quite the taste for strong drinks, don't you, Fancy Boots? The bartender gives a nod, clearly amused. Well, if it's the best you're after, I've got something special. A couple of bottles I usually keep for myself. Imported stuff, you see, a little exotic. The bartender steps away and comes back with 2 bottles. Take your pick. Take your pick. The Estrathar cocktail, light and refreshing, or the Estrathar ale, strong and dark. Each one's got a kick. Just depends how you like your trouble.
What's the deal with these names? Estrathar, Estrathar? They sound like they've got a history.
Oh, they've got history, all right. 2 drinks for 2 kinds of men. Estrathar cocktail, a bit more civilized, elvish roots, and gives you healthy perspective. The Estrathar ale, rough, sturdy, and hits like a sledgehammer. Makes you want to hit like one too. But you asked for the best, didn't you?
And now, dear audience, it's your time to decide. I need you to be my intuition. Do I choose the Estrathar cocktail for perception or the Estrathar ale for strength? Make some noise for Estrathar cocktail first. Let's go. Nice. Now, what about Estrathar ale? Just as I thought. Ale always wins some kind of fancy cocktails, right? All right.
The Estrathar ale is thick and dark with a flavor as strong as a hammer strike. As Xandor downs it, he feels a heavy warmth settle in his chest like the burning embers of a fire. The bartender watches with raised eyebrows. Bold choice, Fancy Boots, he says. Just remember, some fires are harder to put out than others.
What in the 9 heavens is this? BG0, guys. It tastes like rust and regret.
Aye, not for everyone, eh? Though I'd say your face right now is the spitting image of that pompous bard who was here a few days ago. He also went looking for that hut on legs. What was his name? Tavern something or other?
Bard?
Earlier that day... A ship creaks as it cuts through the churning waves, heading towards sea breeze. The salty air carries the echo of drunken laughter from the crew, but their mirth is soon silenced. As chaos erupts on deck, steel clashes, boots thunder, and the sharp cries of pain pierce the night. At the center of the skirmish stands a lone figure, cloaked in determination and shadows. She fights, not for survival, but for control. Every move precise, every strike calculated. The captain makes it to the deck, and the fight's already over. By the gods! Rogue woman, what do you think you're doing? My crew's useless enough without you cutting their numbers.
Your crew thought I was easy prey. I simply reminded them otherwise.
Fine, but if you're going to Seabreeze, don't bring trouble there too. Exactly what are you looking for anyway? Every port, every tavern, it's the same questions. This bard, this necklace, what's your game?
There's no game. The bard, Tavian Swiftstrom, was seen in Seabreeze. He wears a necklace as bright as fire, but it's not just jewelry. It's the heart of... It's something special.
That old legend? Don't tell me you believe that nonsense. Next you'll be telling me you're chasing ghosts and fairies too.
I don't chase fairy tales. That necklace is real. It belonged to my family before it was stolen. And when I find it, I'll take back what's mine, no matter the cost.
Back to the whale's tale. The sailors who sang the shanty, the same ones who arrived with the last ship, glanced between the lady in the hood and Xandor, already anticipating a confrontation.
I pull my hood back, revealing my sharp eyes.
And who are you to care about some bard? You don't look like someone who sings shanties for a living.
And you don't look like someone who reads books, but I suppose surprises are everywhere. Why do you care about the bard? You nearly spat out your drink.
It was disgusting.
Oh, of course, just a poor drink choice, nothing more?
Whoa, don't talk about my intuition like that. She didn't mean it. All right, enough games. Who are you and what are your business with the bard?
You first.
He owes my brother answers, and maybe a few teeth. Got paid to provide music at a wedding and didn't show. And you?
Oh, how tragic. A wedding scandal. And here I thought it was something serious.
What's your excuse then? Did he steal your silver, step on your toes in a dance?
He mentioned something in one of his songs, something that belongs to me, and I don't take kindly to thieves.
So what? You're here to demand royalties?
I'm here to take back what's mine, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it.
The bartender looks up from cleaning a glass.
You're both after the same bard. Maybe you should work together.
Work together? Like trust each other?
You don't look like the trusting type.
Neither do you, but I'm willing to bet we're both stubborn enough to find him, even if it means dealing with each other.
I don't need partners.
Good news then. I'm not offering to be one. This could work out for us both, but we'll move faster if you don't get in my way.
Fine. But I'm not dragging you along when things get messy.
I wouldn't expect you to. Name's Esmery, by the way. I extend my hand.
I shake her hand, you see. Xandar.
Legs in the forest black, the witch will guide if you don't turn back.
So, the bard went looking for that hut the sailors sing about. Do you know which forest to look?
That depends.
Depends on what?
Depends on how much I want to spend my night walking straight into the mess I'll regret.
Ah, so you do know something. That's useful. Where to then?
There's a place deep in the Whispering Woods. Some say there's a witch who gives answers. Others say there's worse lurking there. Either way, it sounds like exactly the kind of a place a bard with no sense of self-preservation might wander into.
Well, lucky for you, I have no self-preservation either, so let's go.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
No doubt.
With their reluctant alliance forged, the two step out into the sea breeze night. Their destination now set. The winds carry the sailor's song through the air. A warning or an omen? Only time will tell. But for now, the road ahead lies beyond the town into the unknown. The desert sun blazes fiercely over the dunes, but within the cool, shadowy temple, calm prevails, at least until the elder monk storms into the main chamber. Zephyr is kneeling before the codex page, its metallic surface glinting faintly as if aware of his thoughts. He hears someone enter the room. An elder monk walks up to Zephyr. Zephyr, you're not meditating again, are you? I need you awake for this one.
Awake is a state of mind, Elder. The sand sleeps beneath your feet, yet it shapes the dunes.
Well, this particular dune is about to bury us if you don't listen.
Then speak, and I shall hear the shifting winds.
Still as dramatic as ever. All right, listen up. A song is spreading, one that could bring trouble straight to our doorstep. Heard it yet? It's about the heart of Merithiel.
The heart, the whispers of Ethereum, a tale sung by fools and chased by the reckless. What does this have to do with us?
Everything. The bard behind the song is Tavian Swiftstrom. You remember him? That wanderer we dragged out of the sands years ago? The one who swore on his life he'd be quiet about us?
The desert doesn't grant wisdom to all it spares. Some merely survive to make bigger mistakes.
Well, his mistake is about to become our problem. That song of his mentions the heart of Merithiel, too much of it, in fact. If anyone figures out it's tied to Etherion, we'll have every greedy relic hunter from here to the Black Isles tearing through Shorevania. We need this cleaned up, quietly.
The flame of a song can burn brighter than its singer. But how does one snuff the fire without killing the spark?
By tracking down the spark and giving it a good talking to. You're going to Seabreeze, that's where he was last seen. Find him, remind him of the consequences of his loose tongue, and make sure no one else connects that song to us.
And what if his spark refuses to dim?
Then you can meditate on him until he sees the light.
I chuckle softly, my hand brushing the small orb at my side. It hums faintly, a relic said to sense the presence of ancient artifacts. I bow my head to the elder and turn toward the desert's blinding light.
And Zephyr, no sermons this time. People don't like being told they're the sand and the wind, all right?
But, elder, without the sand, the wind would be nothing.
And without you, this place would have a lot more peace and quiet. As Zephyr steps into the sun, the orb hums once more, as if sensing the path ahead. The wind carries faint echoes of a tune, Tavian's voice rising above the dunes, a song that could lead Shorevania to chaos. Back in the forest, we join Xandor and Esmery. The deeper you get into the woods, the more the world shifts around you. The trees grow twisted, their bark cracked like old parchment. The air carries a scent of damp moss and something faintly metallic like rust. No birds sing here, just the occasional creak of branches, the sigh of the wind through hollow spaces, and the hooting of owls.
Cozy place. Real estate value must be through the roof.
If by cozy you mean actively trying to kill us, then sure, let's call it that.
You push forward, stepping over giant roots that seem to rise from the ground like grasping hands. A mist rolls in, slow and deliberate, curling around your legs as if the forest itself is watching.
You know, for all that talk about danger, you still choose to come this way. What, getting tired of tavern corners and dark alleyways?
I prefer places where I can see the threats coming.
Yeah? Well, I don't see any threats. Just some trees and a little fog. Nothing we can handle.
As Xandor steps forward, the mist seems to thicken for a moment, just enough to make the path ahead blur. The trees lean inward, their branches swaying without a breeze, and then a faint creaking sound echoes ahead.
Hold on.
What? You see something?
I don't like this.
You don't like anything.
That's because most things try to kill you when you let your guard down.
The creaking sound comes again, slow, rhythmic, like something shifting its weight. Then, through the mist, a shape looms, a crooked silhouette, its form unnatural, as if standing on...
Ah, you were worried about that. It's just a hut.
Just ahead, the fog parts slightly, revealing a structure. It perches atop thick, gnarled legs that shift ever so slightly as if testing the ground beneath them. Smoke curls lazily from the crooked chimney, and on the porch, watching you with gleaming eyes, sits a large gray cat.
Yeah, just a hut. Because huts always have legs. I walk forward to the door of the hut, dragging this one with me if I have to.
As the door creaks open, you step cautiously inside. The air is filled with the scent of herbs, smoke, and something less pleasant. Dim candlelight flickers against the warped wooden walls, casting long shadows over a cluttered room. The cat watches from its perch, tail curling curiously. Esmery, your instincts kick in. The room is still, but something feels off. Your eyes flick between two possible clues. A dust-covered shelf filled with old books and strange artifacts, and a long, low table with space beneath it just out of sight. Esmery has a choice to make. Should she investigate the shelf or check under the table? Dear audience, get ready to help us decide shelf or table. Make some noise if you wanted to check the shelf. Okay. Make some noise if she shall check underneath the table. Under the table. You always like the second options. Y'all are very predictable.
Interesting.
I like that.
remember,
I like that. The second option. Interesting. Esmery crouches, peering beneath the table. The flickering light barely reaches the space beneath. You can just make out a small, nearly hidden keyhole set into the floorboards.
Well, that's suspicious.
On the shelf, there is, within a jar, a floating human head. It's not suspicious at all!
Ah, okay. It's even more suspicious now. And why is a head talking to me?
I live here, and I'm not the one you have to worry about.
Whoa.
Just as you start to look closer, a sharp voice cuts through the air. Holy Marithiel, guess again! And just in time for supper, fate must favor me today. Oh, hello, hello, fate. Hey, travelers, come on through. I've got a feast that's made just for you. Sizzling, popping, smells so sweet. Got that stew boiling hot, secret spice hits the spot. Tender meat, soft and sweet. Skip the bones, let's be discreet. Slice of pie, warm and thick. See the crust, oh so slick. But if you knew where it's from, you might not take that crumb. Hey, travelers, come on through. I've got a feast that's made just for you. Sizzling, poppin', smells so sweet. Can't you just tell you're in for a treat? Cook it up real good, then we'll get finger licking. But what's that little crunch? Maybe something wicked. Take a sip, hot and bold. Magic here, let it unfold. Don't peek in the pot, some secrets are best forgot. Hey, travelers, come on through. I've got a feast that's made just for you. Sizzling, poppin', smells so sweet. Can't you just tell you're in for a treat? Hey, don't look at that broth. It might look like a finger off. A dash of spice, pinch of salt, maybe a hand. Please don't scoff. Eat on up, just enjoy. You might detect some notes of boy. The witch's feast, a tasty lie. Good enough to make you say goodbye. Oh, I love visitors. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you here. Can't you just tell you're in for a treat? Hey, travelers, come on through. I've got a feast that's made just of you. Sizzling, poppin', smells so sweet. Can't you just tell I'm in for a treat? Oh, thank you. As the witch's grin lingers and the scent of the feast clings thick in the air, something inside you snaps, Xandor. The ale of Estrathar roars through your veins, sharpening your instincts, fueling your rage. Your vision tunnels not towards the cat, but towards the real source of this horror, the witch. She stands unflinching, waiting, mocking, laughing in your face of fury.
You did this. Without hesitation, I charge forward, warhammer swinging.
I move quickly, ignoring the fight. I duck low, scanning beneath the table. If there's a way out of this mess, I'm going to find it.
Beneath the table, the wooden floor is rough and uneven. Your sharp eyes catch something others might miss. A faint seam in the planks, a trap door. But there's no handle, no easy way to pry it open.
Locked, of course.
And then the impact. Xander's hammer collides with the witch's outstretched hand, a burst of arcane energy cracking through the air. Sparks fly as the force rattles the hut, shaking the floor beneath you.
Xander, your muscles are needed here. This trap door smashed the lock. I dash to the pot. We almost got boiled in forever.
Gladly. With a single, powerful strike, I bring my warhammer crashing against the wood.
The lock splinters, the hatch bursts open, and from below, a voice drifts up.
I assume this means dinner is canceled?
Ah, you found my guest. He's been ever so patient. The witch snarls, flicking a wrist. I'm so sorry about that. Flicking a wrist as 3 chairs hurtle towards Xandor, knocking him and pinning him to the ground.
Ah, hey dude, whatever you are, less sitting, more swinging.
The river does not rush to meet the storm. It lets the storm pass over it.
Great, he's a poet too. Listen, wise man, unless you want to spend another week in a hole, get up and fight.
Action, when necessary, should be precise. Like a single drop in an ocean. It must fall at the right time. I make no move to fight, simply stepping to the side as a bottle thrown by the witch smashes harmlessly behind me.
The witch's frustration boils over. She raises her arms, shadows coiling at her fingertips, her face twisting with anger. She's staring right at a pinned Xandor.
Never mind.
The witch is ready to strike.
This is bad.
At the same moment, the cat notices Esmery's hood has been blown back in all the chaos and says, "You." The moment stretches thick with something unspoken. The cat tilts its head, its glowing pupils narrowing as if seeing her for the first time. The witch freezes. The chairs pinning Xander release and fall to his sides. Enough!
CAT activated. Anomaly detected. Protocol rebooting. Initializing. Genetic recognition sequence.
The cat's pupils glow slightly. Its once fluid, feline movements turn rigid, more calculated, mechanical. A soft whirring hums beneath its voice, like gears turning in a forgotten machine.
What? I get up.
What did the cat just say?
Scanning. Error. Partial data corruption. Adjusting parameters. Designation. Unverified descendant. Query. Do you possess the heart?
Fascinating. It speaks as if following an embedded directive. But from what?
Before Esmery can respond, the entire room trembles. The air shifts, growing heavy as the cat's eyes pulse with an eerie golden glow that grows and grows into a shimmering light. The shimmering of this light engulfs you all, swallowing the huts, the trees, even the ground beneath your feet. A moment later, you stand somewhere elsewhere. High above the world, a glass-like observatory stretches toward the endless stars. Inside, a woman stands, her hands weaving glowing threads of energy around a small, pulsing artifact, the heart
If this works, it must work.
But she isn't alone. Behind her stands Estrathar. So fragile, and yet it could outlive even you.
It's meant to survive. I hold this artifact, this heart, as if it's more than just a creation, as if it were something precious, something alive.
A tremor shakes the observatory. The light of the heart flickers. Outside, beyond the glass walls, chaos stirs. Eclipthar warships hover like vultures. Aetherion's defenses flicker in and out like a dying star.
I grip the heart tightly. It's happening too soon.
Then you know what must be done. She hesitates just for a breath. She knows what she has to do now, but wonders if there's another way to save Shorevania.
Forgive me for what I must do.
She moves quickly, too quickly to doubt herself. Her hands weave intricate patterns in the air, and the heart shifts. Its energy ripples outward like a shattering star. The energy manifests in a small white light, a floating star that Merithiel can move without touching. She takes that light and pushes it through the chest of a young child, briefly causing them to glow.
A child.
For a moment, Merithiel smiles, and then her face is pale. This is the end of something and the beginning of something else. Merithiel knows for the heart, this is only a temporary situation, and she has to keep moving. The heart is incomplete. In this form, it will not balance the world, it will consume it.
This will bind your fate, child. May the stars guide you to finish what I could not when the time is right.
In the twilight green glades.
She presses the child's forehead gently, whispering something only they can hear.
Soft whispers of love's blades.
Then I rise, holding the heart through a cloth, the heart's broken energy consuming everything.
Through the flowers blood poured.
Merithiel staggers, trying to hold the artifact's remaining power in check, but it's too late. She breathes deeply, and then she makes her choice.
One life for centuries more. I pick up the heart with my bare hand and pull it into the center of my chest.
A light of golden erupts. It washes over her hands, her arms, her chest, solidifying, hardening. She covers her face, and the heart remains with her, connected to her center. Mirror glass pours up her skin like an unstoppable tide.
So this is my price.
Night falls on love and war.
Underneath sky so torn, petals cradle those who mourn. Bloody sunset drawing near, love is braver than fear. Battlefield of hearts, where truth departs among the blooming fields red. Love and war have bled. Swords of passion held high. In your arms I will die. Through the battles we fight, love will always ignite. Night embraces us, blades meet where love begins. In the shadow of battle, love's victory is gained.
and war have bled.
Battlefield of heart. When true love departs.
True love departs.
Among blooming fields red. Love and war have bled.
The glow vanishes. The hut returns. The room is silent.
All right. That was a lot.
A lost civilization, a child, a war no one remembers, and somehow we're supposed to care.
The past speaks to the present in whispers. It would be wise to listen before it starts shouting.
The cat remains perched on the overturned table, watching you with those eerie golden eyes, and then, in a voice that hums with something ancient, it speaks, its tone mechanical and amused.
The heart beats where the stars drowned, where echoes linger, where silence sings.
Yeah. I'm gonna need that in common.
Of course, it's a riddle, because nothing can ever just be simple.
For once, I'd love a straight answer.
You said the heart of Merithiel. You know where it is, don't you?
I know where part of it waits. Listen through the water, and it will guide you.
Glass and stone. A place that remembers a time before time. That description fits Estrathar architecture. Their ruins were designed to be self-sustaining, built from materials that resist decay.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. Where would they build something like that?
Somewhere inaccessible. Somewhere no one could stumble upon by accident. If I were hiding an artifact of untold power, I would place it where nature itself protects it. Ethereum's oldest designs often incorporated water, hidden vaults beneath lakes, perhaps, or temples buried in flooded ruins.
Drowned ruins. There's only one place that fits that description around here, Misty Lake. People always say it cursed, that weird light shines from under the water at night. I always thought it was just sailor talk, but...
You recall old tavern stories spoken in hushed tones over half-empty tankards about the ruins beneath the lake and sometimes above. About figures glimpsed through the mist, about echoes of voices that were never there.
If I had to bet, that's where we're headed.
A gust of wind rattles through the warped wooden walls. Behind you, the witch finally stirs, groaning softly, and the air thickens with the sensation of something waking up. The hut creaks, not just from the wind, but as if regaining awareness of your presence.
Great. Cryptic riddles, ancient ruins, and a possibly haunted lake. This just keeps getting better.
You were always meant to follow the path. The question was never if, only when.
I don't like how that sounded.
And with that, you step into the night, the wind howling through the trees as the Misty Lake calls you forward. The road ahead is uncertain, but the path is clear for now. The twisted trees of the forest loom overhead, their skeletal branches reaching toward the sky like grasping hands. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and something metallic, faint but persistent. You walk in silence for a while, the echoes of the witch's hut still lingering in your minds. The cat is gone, the spirit's riddle still hums in your thoughts, but there is one more mystery among you, one that was locked behind a door just moments ago.
All right, monk. We pulled you out of a sail, you watched our nearly get cursed into stew, and now you're tagging along like you were always part of this mess. How about you start explaining?
There is wisdom in waiting before one speaks. You cannot judge the taste of fruit before it ripens.
Oh, great, he talks like that.
I seek knowledge, not gold, not power, not revenge. Only truth. And truth is never still. It moves just as time does.
Grunts. It says. Sounds like a fancy way of saying you don't have a plan.
Perhaps. Or perhaps the wind does not plan where it blows, yet it moves mountains all the same.
We're gonna be drowning in metaphors before we even reach the lake, aren't we?
There are things that cannot be found with open eyes. They must be sought within. That is the purpose of meditation. Not stillness, but listening. Not silence, but understanding.
You continue forward, the trees thinning as you approach the lake. There's fog over the water, so you cannot see too far onto it. The air changes and you hear something. At first, it's just muffled hums, a distant vibrating noise.
What is that? Everyone listen.
I cannot tell at all what I'm hearing.
Hush.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm lost. But we think this is the way.
Oh, am I allowed to talk now?
You know what?
Wait. Remember what the cat said? Listen through the water. I go and put my head in the water.
Oh, I do the same.
Jinx. Stop that.
Do fight perils, see together harmony, not though you ascend in. Do fight perils, see together harmony, not though you ascend in. Words sing by and weave. Words sing by and weave. Words sing by and weave. Words sing.
What is this strange song?
Who ends a verse with and?
Let's keep listening.
Well, I'm confused.
Xandor, just as you finish saying that, something darts out of the lake and wraps around your ankle. It's like a metal tentacle. What do you do?
I tried to break it with my warhammer. I swing down, being careful not to hit my foot.
You only hit your foot a little bit. There's a mighty clang of metal on metal, but you manage to break it. You see what's left of the tentacle retract into the lake.
What was that?
Some violent metal. I don't know, but I don't think we're welcome here.
Listen through the water. I'm going all the way in the lake.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm on edge looking around for machines aiming to drown us, and you're walking into the danger.
I walk into the lake without giving it another thought. Friends, we need to listen.
Zephyr's limbs get wrapped up as he walks waist deep, but he bends himself over and puts his head back in the water.
He may seem wise, but I question his intelligence.
Weirdly, I agree with you.
4 more tentacles pop up. 2 attack Esmery's arms and 2 attack Xander's legs.
Xander, help!
I got you. I take my warhammer and I swing down to destroy the tentacles on me so I can run to Esmery.
You succeed.
Esmery, I'm coming. I run and swing down again to break the tentacles that have my friend.
It takes you multiple tries, but you find the right spot to hit them both to free Esmery.
Oh, thanks. I owe you one.
Don't mention it, but we're not out of this yet. Monk!
I solved it.
What is it?
Listen to the words again. Weave words. Sing. My. And. If you reorder it, it becomes weave my words and sing.
Okay, and how does that help anything?
Because it'll tell us how to make these defenses rest.
8 more tentacles fly out and they grab each limb of Xander and Esmery, pulling them slowly towards the water.
This is bad.
Do not fight the pairs you see, ascend together in harmony. Sing with me now.
How can you sing in a time like this?
Do it.
The tentacles keep pulling you all deeper into the water.
That didn't work. Guess we're gonna die.
This can't be.
Maybe I can still break free.
I got it. Don't fight, remember. Just sing, but switch the last 2 notes. Go. Almost.
Immediately after finishing the last note, you feel the tentacles' grip loosen before fully retracting and joining together. They float up towards the surface, appearing to make a metal walkway that sits on top of the lake, and you see for the first time through the fog land emerging a short distance ahead.
Well done, Esmery.
The patient mind is rewarded.
Thanks, but you got us nearly there, actually, patient one. Besides, I would have been useless if Xander wasn't fighting off the tentacles.
Team effort! And now we're walking the path.
The path leads, and the island waits.
And now we get to see what the witch, cat, and tentacles have been protecting.
Mysterious island, when I was so young, innocent and free, felt alive in peace, and I'd like to know, what are you and where? And I'd like to know, who are you and where? Mysterious islands, as time slipped away, questions filled my mind, seeking out the truth, and I'd like to hear whispers in your past, and mysterious island. Now I'm on the brink. Life's an open book, hidden in your eyes. And I'd like to touch stories in the sand. And I'd like to grasp what you understand. This mysterious silence. What you understand. What you understand. Mysterious silence. What you understand. Mysterious island.
After walking for 5 minutes, the path on the lake dissolves into a sterile, vast chamber of gleaming metal in strange glowing patterns. You find yourself in a structure. The air hums with a low, eerie vibration, as if the walls themselves are alive, breathing in slow, mechanical rhythms. The space is unlike anything you've ever seen, ancient, yet impossibly advanced. At the center of it all, a towering statue of a woman stands, her face frozen in sorrow. Tears streak down her stone cheeks, glistening unnaturally in the dim light. An artifact pulsing with light, its glow flickering and unstable like a heartbeat on the edge of failure, sits at her core, connected to her.
Is that
Marithiel, and the heart, and crying out of mirror stone.
This heart. This is power. Power separated. Whatever Marithiel did isn't enough anymore.
You see on a small table a note pressed between two pieces of glass. It reads, "The heart requires life and life again as it fades." The glow of the heart pulses again, stronger, brighter, and with it, so does something inside Esmery. A pull, faint but undeniable.
this place is cursed? It aims to consume our lives. I can feel it clawing into my mind.
Finally figured that out, did you? Took you long enough.
What that's supposed to mean?
Oh, just that you charge through life with your hammer first, thought second, if at all.
The artifact is unfinished. Its energy is raw, uncontained. We need to be mindful.
You always talk like that. Be mindful, be wise. Newsflash, monk, sometimes you actually have to do something.
And sometimes, brute force is the cause of destruction, not salvation.
There it is, two men fighting over who gets to be the hero. Must be nice, going through life believing every problem can be solved with a fist or a proverb.
Oh, and I suppose you've got it all figured out.
I don't have the luxury of playing hero. I don't get to be the wise monk or the noble warrior. My life was stolen from me before I was even old enough to fight for it. My family, my home, it was all torn away. And the people who did it, they smiled while they did it, just like you're smiling now, Xander.
That's not...
I know your type. The ones who pretend they care, the ones who swoop in to save the day, but only if it's convenient, only if it suits your honor. But when people like me need real help, when my home was burning, when my family was slaughtered, No warriors came for us. No monks offered wisdom. We were nothing to you.
Your pain is real. But this place is twisting it, feeding it.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'm just finally seeing things clearly.
The glow intensifies, not like light, but like heat, warping the air. The walls tremble, the stone groans. The artifact, the heart, resting with the statue, pulses like a dying ember. You feel it in your bones. It doesn't have much time left.
The balance is failing. Merithiel's life force has been stretched beyond its limits for thousands of years. And now the artifact seeks another soul to sustain it.
Then we stop it. Simply as that. I step forward.
Of course, here comes the hero.
Maybe this thing'll turn me to mirror thing, but before that happens, I'm making sure it feels my hammer first.
But your foot catches, something tightens around your legs, and in a heartbeat you're falling towards crashing to the stone.
What the... I look to see what's going on.
The rope is being held by Zephyr.
Sorry, my friend, but this isn't your fight. I move forward towards the artifact. All my life, I sought the wisdom of Ethereum and Eclipthar, not knowing why their secrets called to me. Perhaps it was never knowledge I was searching for, but purpose.
Alright, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. I twist my warhammer, hooking it around Zephyr's ankle and yanking hard.
Esmery, while these two are busy knocking each other senseless, what do you do?
Something inside me shifts. Words spoken throughout this journey, fragments of a truth I hadn't wanted to see, now fall into place. I see the answer clearly. I dash forward straight past them to the artifact.
Esmery, wait!
Too much thinking, boys. Always infuriated me. I flip over you both with a beautiful acrobatic jump and flip a small object behind me. Enjoy the smoke, boys.
Is that?
Smoke erupts, thick and blinding.
She used a smoke bomb.
The smoke clears, and you see Esmery right in front of the statue.
All my life, I felt incomplete. A broken mirror, only reflecting broken things. Maybe for once, I can be something whole. I step forward, and I embrace the statue and artifact.
For a fleeting moment, the glow pulses brighter than ever. Red, gold, something beyond color itself. Then, silence. The storm of energy vanishes. The trembling ground stills. And where Esmery stood, there is only stone. Xandor, Zephyr, you blink against the fading light. The corruption that once spread like wildfire has halted, and before you, locked in time, two figures remain. A statue of Merithiel, arms wrapped up with the form of a second smaller statue. Not rough-hewn, not twisted by the artifact's broken magic, but perfect. A mirror's reflection. Two souls frozen eternally. The artifact, once wild and unstable, now rests with a warm glow between the two figures whole. The air is still.
The line between today and then, drawn faint but heavy in the air. We measure loss, we measure wind, and miss the ground beneath the care. A hand outstretched, an empty palm, to grasp was It's neither here nor there, but stillness holds a kind of hope. If we could stop to see it clear, what the mirror missed was here all along. Not in the years ahead, not in a faded song. The weight of now, the fleeting bliss is what the mirror missed. We chase the glow of fading fire. We chase the glow of fading fire. Of what we thought we knew. While we saw, and all desires rest quietly. Reflection speaks, but only lies.
The golden path ahead does not exist.
Just reveal what's left behind. The quiet truth. What the mirror missed was here all along. Not in the years ahead, not in a faded song. The weight of now, the fleeting bliss is what the mirror missed. What the mirror missed was here all along. Not in the years ahead, not in a faded song. The weight of now, the fleeting bliss is what the mirror missed.
Darkness, but not empty. It hums with power, vast and endless like the space between stars. Two figures stand in the void, yet it does not feel cold, it feels familiar. Marithiel stands before you, Esmery, not as a statue, not as a ghost, but as something real. And she is smiling with a warmth that reaches into you in a way you do not expect.
After all these centuries, I can finally hold you again.
Again? What are you talking about? I don't even know you.
No, but I know you, my child. I carried you in my womb. I was there when you first opened your eyes. I held you, and you were taken from me before you could even know my face. I held you, and then I let you go.
No. That's not true. I had a family.
I can see it in your eyes that they gave you love, but they did not know who you were, what you carried within you. You were the first, the only, the child of Etherion and Eclipthar. You carry their eternal magic and sharp minds, but those kingdoms are long gone, their legacies swallowed over time. Their inhabitants turned to myths, their wars reduced to whispers. You outlived them all, Esmery. You were never theirs to claim.
Then why did you give me away? If I was such a miracle, why did you let me go? And we're not even of the same time.
The heart was a construct of two opposing forces, Etherion's magic and Eclipthar's technology. You see, the heart was designed to take a self-sustaining life source in order to spread prosperity to the lands. But that source needed time to grow. Years years we didn't have, as a war between our lands was imminent. We, your father and I, hid that source inside you, and he kept you safe while I became the temporary source for the heart. Our hope was to sustain life for more people as the war waged. We hoped someday you might be able to live a life free from what we endured.
You put part of the heart inside me.
Not to burden you, but to let you live.
So, I'm the daughter of the warring kingdoms.
You were not just born from conflict. You were born from love. Estrathar and I were supposed to be enemies. We should have never met, never spoken, never loved. But we did, against all reason, against all logic.
What happened to him?
Estrathar built a chamber, concealing you from the war that followed. All I know is that my beloved husband survived long enough to keep our beloved child safe. To your father, I am eternally grateful. I think I may see him very shortly.
You both did so much for me. Thank you.
No, thank you, Esmery. I was the first to sacrifice to the heart, but you were its answer. You were brave and brought lasting hope back to this land. Now, it's your time to live seeking what you wish. You were never meant to be born and tied to the past. You are free now, Esmery. Truly free.
The void begins to shift. It's fading away.
I would have liked to know you.
The eternal space dissolves. The last echoes of Mirthiel's presence slip away like mist in the wind. The world is silent. Not the silence of emptiness, but of something waiting. The glow that once filled the chamber is faded, leaving only the faint shimmer of mirror-like stone where Esmery once stood. Xandor, Zephyr, you stand before the statues, the final echo of Mirthiel's sacrifice, and now of Esmery's.
No. This wasn't supposed to happen.
The wind carries many fates, but I had hoped it would not take hers.
The weight of it settles in. Esmery, the sharp-tongued, relentless survivor, is gone, frozen in the moment of her final act. The mirror-like stone catches the dim light reflecting not just the room, but the faces of those left behind. Then, a sound. Soft at first, like a whispering breeze, a crack threading its way along the surface of the mirrored statues.
What the?
Patience. The world does not shatter without reason.
The cracks spread like veins of light crawling through glass. A hum builds not from the statues but from the air itself, as if reality is exhaling after holding its breath for too long. Then, the mirror stone shatters, not into fragments, not into dust, but into light, pure cascading light. The heart and its warm glow disappear right before your eyes. The statues are gone, and in their place, standing where only stone had been, Esmery gasps, staggering forward, breathless, alive.
My eyes white, rushing forward to catch her. Esmery!
A story unfinished finds its next page.
Esmery, your limbs tremble as sensation floods back into you. The weight of stone is gone, but something lingers. A warmth, a clarity, as if you have awakened from the longest dream.
Well, that was different.
Esmery, something has shifted inside you. The doubt, the weight of questions unanswered, they no longer define you. For the first time, you're not chasing something. You are simply here. For a brief moment, you wonder how you made it back here with these people on this fateful day.
You scared the 9 heavens out of us. You know that?
I aim to impress.
And yet, you are not the same.
I think you're right, but that doesn't mean we can't hunt down a bard for the two of you. Ready?
I am, maybe after a long rest.
The wind, though strong, is never constant.
Long rest it is.
Just outside the open doorway to the lab, as the magic of the heart of Merithiel begins to affect the natural world, a man smiles as he stealthily watches on, and then he hears a voice.
Well done.
Well done. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my lord.
Keep leading them. They don't know what's to come.
As you wish, my lord. The dust settles. The echoes fade. The story reaches its final verse. But stories like these, they never truly end. You stand at the heart of it all. The echoes of history still whispering in your ears. And yet something feels different, lighter, as if a weight you didn't even realize you carried has been lifted. A tale of war, of sacrifice, of choices that shaped Shorevania, somewhere along the way, became your story too. And perhaps it always was. All journeys fade yet leave their mark, a light within the waking day. Each dream we weave, each fleeting spark, makes real life richer in its way. So take this tale beyond this night, a whisper time shall not forget. We thank you all who shared this light and walked where dreams and stars burn bright, into the realm where shadows pirouette.
In the realm where shadows pirouette, demon's heart, tempest in repose, with measured breathing dares its silhouette through the darkness where nothing shows. La 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 la. With no place he waits with a beating heart, counting moments, reigns of sad. Without her his vision falls apart, afraid of never touching her hand. Softly she walks, her presence breathes. Their love like a springtime leaf. Da 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 da.
Beneath their silence, their worlds align. A fleeting touch of night's embrace, bound by love, yet lost in time. A single tear tears her face.
A price to pay. A heavy, heavy heart that loves fades away. Softly I walk, my presence breathe. Our love now lost like a fallen leaf.
Thank you so much for coming to Ballads of Shorevania. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, we have a link to our socials and a lovely feedback form where you want to understand what this show is like, because we've never seen it and this was our first time, so we're curious what you thought. Thank you again to the library for hosting us. Before we go, let's give it up for on slides we have Elena Mironov. Thank you so much, Elena. And our very own sound wizard. Give it up for Marty Gray. Thank you, Marty Gray. You know us as the Ballads of Shorevania crew. Give it up all at once for David Magumba, Jamila Mentor, Katie Lynn, and Alex Mironov. I'm Kyler Wilkins, your Dungeon Master. Thank you so much, and good night.